Hey, my name is Brother Kelly. This is X Momentum Maui coming at you live. Get ready. We have an incredible group here. Are you guys ready? Share with you the real, the straight, the transparent. If you want to get to the top, guess what? You're going to have to go through the peaks and the valleys of life. The moment you declare, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, guess what? He's right there to come take your lunch. Murphy's Committee, Murphy's Law. A health challenge, a financial challenge, a spiritual challenge, a personal challenge. Something always comes because they want to test you and so to see how bad you want this. Miss Cynthia, right? Guest here for today, taking notes. She's getting a lot out of it. Look out for her. So this is what success is. And I'm seeing a lot of my friends like Miss Trina, Miss Aloha, and the Montes and the Pals and the Agurans and the Ataligs here, and just a lot of the people that I want to see win, go to the next level. And my challenge for all of the leaders here that are SEVPs, get off of SEVP. Where's KD? Come on. See Jason. Get off of SEVP. Yeah. You have to be EFP. Because if you can't go to EFP, you're hindering, you're blocking the blessing of the people. That's why I always tell myself I must get to ambassador in the company because I'm blocking the blessing of the leadership. If you're an ND, get off of ND and get to senior national director because you are blocking the blessing of other people. They need to see you keep growing and going and leading so that way they can see it's possible for me to go from partner trainee to partner to senior partner to national director. Does that make sense, guys? Yes. Half of you will get that, half of you won't. It's okay. This is a growing business. Now, let me share with you a concept called hard easy versus easy hard. If you know this in the back, don't share it. I know you got some good note takers back there. Just talking in that group. But this is what I'll say in this business because I've been doing it for a little bit. I've been in this world for a little bit. And I've studied successful men and women. I've successful people in different areas of their life, right? Whether it be, like I said, fitness and all these different things. And this applies to your kids, this applies to your family. Hard, easy versus easy, hard. Hard, easy says, do the things that are hard today, every day, every week, every year. What are the things that are hard that you have to do today, right? Maybe, follow some sort of diet, drink your water, make your contacts, connect with people. The things that are hard, the discipline habits, because I sucked in the area of consistency and discipline and habits. That's why life was hard. I didn't focus on the things that were hard, right? Therefore, life was not easy for me. I focused on the easy stuff. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I focused on the easy stuff, and guess what? Life was hard. If you focus on the hard things today, I promise you, life will be easy. Does that make sense?
That's good.
If you focus on the easy stuff today, every day, life will be hard. Apply that to anything that you do. In sports, in consistency. And I realize it's not being the best speaker because there's people making way more money than me. It's not about age because there's people making way more money. It's not about even speaking English because there's people making way more money than me in this business. It's about consistency. It's about discipline. It's about having a big dream. They're afraid to have a big dream because they might think, oh, I missed that dream again. I didn't hit it this month or next year. There's dreams that I dreamt of years ago, I still haven't hit. But guess what? The dream will allow me to get one step closer to the big dream. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. The reason why people dream small dreams is they want to always hit that target. Even if you miss the big dream, you're going to land amongst the stars. That's pretty good, right? So understand this philosophy, guys, and take note of as we close down the end of the year because we have a really big goal, and that's what we call Operation 1000. The CEO, the board team, myself, G20, our goal is 1,000 people at next year's event. How many people, guys?
1,000.
The question becomes, on the islands, how many of that 1,000 do you want to represent? Because one person can lead all 1,000, or one person can lead 100, or can you even lead yourself? That's why growth is important. Because even if you leave out of here and say, you know what, that was incredible, just to have a takeaway from this, even if you don't do this business, focus on growth in everything that you do, in your work, in your life, in your marriage, in your personal, in all the areas. And if you understand the emotional intelligence versus intellectual intelligence, you will surpass a lot of people in this business. Again, it doesn't matter your age, your background, your gender, just having emotional intelligence, EQ over IQ. It's not about your off the charts SAT scores, Stanford, brilliant, genius. No, how can you process the emotional side of things? Do you react or do you respond? There's another set of training for this. Emotional intelligence, I realize the people who are the most successful have incredible emotional intelligence. When things go wrong, because guess what? Things are going to go wrong. I think it was the founder of IBM who said, hey, if you want to double your success ratio, double your failure ratio, right? But how do you process things when things go wrong? Because things are going to go wrong. And the moment you think that things are not going to go wrong, and you figure, wow, why is life always throwing all these, situations at me? These wrong, whatever it may be, circumstances at me. It's allowing you to become tougher and become more emotionally intelligent. And I'm going to run through this, is when you're starting in this business, you're saying, man, I'm excited. This is incredible income for life, be your own bank, tax for retirement ratio. You're saying this is, oh my God, how come not that everyone knows about this on the island. You're over the moon excited, you're out there, and you're saying, I got this, my way or the highway, I'm a professional, I'm this, I'm that, I know it's about me, forget about the system. And guess what's going to happen? You verbally vomit on people and say, man, this is hard. We got some laughs here because I know that you went through this along with me, right? Then you reset with one of our leaders. You sit down, you do an onboarding training, you get a getting started training, say, listen, let's spend an hour at least or an hour and a half. Let me prepare you for what's to come. And you say, oh wow, I do an onboarding, I understand the words at work, it's all about peaking, it's all about passing, it's about creating conversation, about invitation, master inviting, not presentation. And guess what? Wow, it is working. Different phases of business. And then you start to talk to your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law, and people say this is one of those things and that and blah, blah, blah. And guess what? You mess up. And you're going through this and saying, listen, you come to this event and now you're sky high, you're, hair on fire. Hey, let me get out there, let me share this. You say, listen, I'm going to give it up, the good for the great. And then you put it all in. Man, I'm going bankrupt. I put every dollar I could put into flying to this event, going to that event, buying the books. I don't know what's happening, it's not working. It is working. Trust me, it is working. This was my process. I love and appreciate all the stories of the 20-year-old kid and the $1 billion earner. But I say, how come I'm doing everything and it's not working? It is working. It's working at your journey, in your pace. And then guess what? I don't know why I get so down on myself. I was wrong. And guess what? My life is great. This is going to happen to you every step of the way in this business if it hasn't already. Some of you are thinking, holy cow, this is amazing, right? And this right here is, I want to check, I'm not going to spend too much time here, but I want to help you understand that what is your belief system? The reason why people have success or not is their own personal belief in themselves, their own personal belief in exertives, and their own personal belief in the financial service industry. I'll tell you one thing, I did not want to be in the insurance industry because I thought that it was just, man, I'm going to just motivate people to die, or I would just want to sell my family or sell people. I didn't see a value of life. Even though they say taxes and death are inevitable, I just said, no, I don't want to be, that type of person. But until I said, listen, this is way more than that. This is bigger than me. This is about protection, family protection. Nobody ever says, man, that person had too much life insurance at the end of the day. They said, thank God I got all of this for my family. And it's all about income for life strategies, tax efficiency, wealth preservation, distribution, transfer. I said, whoa, wealthy people, the Ray Krocs, the Carnegies, the billionaires, the multi-billionaires are using these strategies because they understand this. And then now the last part was believe in myself. Can I do this? That's why this is so important. If you're plugging in on the weekly and on the Saturday weekends, this is where you grow your belief, because what's the word in belief? What's this word? And for me, most people associate lie in a negative sense. I think of it, when it comes to belief, future truths. I'm so happy and grateful. I'm a 7-figure a year earner in exertive financial numbers. I'm so happy and grateful that I live on the hill. I'm so happy and grateful. Whatever the thing is, not just say it, but once you start to believe it, guess what happens? You're pulling yourself to that mode of, this is what needs to be done. This is, my future is right here, the future truth I'm telling myself, in order for me to get to where I'm at, to over here, guess what? These are things I need to rewire in my mind. It's all about the mindset.
We're going to talk about leadership, right? So, but first, we have to ask ourselves, are you a leader?
Yes.
Right? Like what I mentioned, in some course of our lives, we became leaders. Who are parents in? Right? Most of us, have kids, we lead our children, right? But what type of leader are we? What type of leader are we? Are we the right leader, right? Why do people follow me? Why do people follow you? Have you asked yourself that question? If you are a leader, if you consider yourself a leader. Because John Maxwell says, he who thinks he leads but has no followers is only taking a walk. Right? Yeah. John Maxwell, if you haven't read this book, talking about leadership, he's the leadership guru. What I'm about to share with you is something I learned from one of these books, like the 5 levels of leadership. So the number one level is the position. The positional leadership. Let's talk about that. What do we mean by that? The positional leadership is the level of rights. That's the first level of leadership, right? So what does it say? People follow you because they have to. They have to. You have the position of leadership if that's the case. You are the boss. How many years, at jobs, became a manager of some sort, right? So now it's people follow you because they have to. If they don't, you fire them, right? Or they get laid off, right? They have to. They don't have a choice. Like what I said, if they don't follow you, they're gone. They have to follow you whether they want your leadership or not. You're still good, right? You became a leader, right? That's good that you have at least the position on level. The next level is level 2. What we call it the permission level. The level of relationships. Now here's the thing. It's a little different. It's a lot different. People follow you because they want to follow you. They don't have to. They don't just have to follow you, but because now they want to follow you. Huge difference, right? Right? Because they believe in you. They believe in you. Because you're not having a relationship. That's why we reason the level of relationship, right? Permission. They trust you. And then they don't have to, but they want to follow you. That's the main difference, right? The third level is the production level. What does the production level tell us? Now, the level of results. We call this the level of results. People follow you because of what you have done for the organization. Right? What you have done for Exertus, for example, right? And what you have accomplished. And then you know what? In Exertus, like we started partner trainee. Now, as you become a partner, which is the very first step, you can do it in one day. You know, now you become a leader. People may follow you not because you have a result. You became a partner. You became a senior partner, national director, senior national director, and so on and so forth. Right? So, like, you know, those are the level of results, right? Because what you have done for the organization. They look at you because of your results. Or you have achieved a milestone. Now you're $50,000 a year income earner, 6-figure income, and towards like a 7-figure income earner. The fourth one is like people development level. Now we're getting higher, right? The level of reproduction. Aren't we here like because you want to duplicate, right? People follow you because of what you have done for them. Now this is leadership training, right? So now we're not here just to create income, but we want to be a leader, not just a leader, but become better leaders. Because right here we're kind of like have a good full room, but you know what? We want to touch people's lives, right? And then the type of leadership will dictate us where we will go as a company, right? What is in it for them, right? So that's what most people think. Like what? But if you are doing things for them, not because of you, and I'm gonna reiterate, like what, Mr. Eric told us what he said, like mission over commission. That was our number 7, co-defense, right? And that's my favorite, right? Because you know what? Every single day, as we meet partners, as we meet clients, we have to think that way. We have to take care of those people before us, right? And then the last level is like the level of personhood. Now, not a lot of people reach this level, which is okay because it's something that we want to achieve, right? So the level of personhood says like the level of respect. Now you said like how can that be? How can you beat number 4? Like number 4 is like they follow you because what you have done for them. But this is better because you have the level of respect, right? People follow you because of who you are and what you represent. I'm going to repeat that because this is very, very good. People follow you because of who you are and what you represent. Not because you have values. It's you. It's you. That's the reason why they follow you. Right? Your followers are like that. Right? Not a lot of people reach this level. You're talking about like Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, right? They're successful in their own right. But you know what? They follow these people because because of their values, right? But here's the thing, like one of the reasons why I got involved in Exertus a few years ago is because I met Mr. Eric Antonio. I was skeptical because I was already in another financial company. But then you know what? Mr. Eric Antonius, and we all learned that already, right? He's got a humble heart, down to earth. You know what? He just wants to help people. And now people are following him because of who he is and what he represents. He created Exertus 10 years ago because he wants to give back of all his knowledge that he got in for 34 years, right? So now it's like, here's the thing, it's like, we have all these 5 levels of leadership. The question you need to ask yourself before you go home today, it's like, what level am I in my leadership, right? Like, first, it's like, position level. That is good. If you're like that, it's like, at least you become a leader, right? But you know what? Don't stop there. Go to the next level, the level of relationships. And then the level of results, like people follow you because of your results, right? People development, the level of reproduction. People follow you because of what you have done for them. And last but not least, like the personhood level. People will follow you because of who you are and what you represent. Your values. And that's the reason why you will always want to check yourself, right? That's the reason why mission over commission is very, very important in this business, because that defines you, right? Yeah. So I want to leave you with this short trainings. Like, here's another quote from John Maxwell. The measure of a leader is not the number of people you serve, who serve him, but the number of people he serves. And that's from John Maxwell.
Yeah.